What up, YouTube? It's your girl Pimp back with another video. And today I have some special guests. I know I said I want to do more gun videos and get more information out there and show you people that's doing the same thing that I'm doing, getting armed, getting ready, protecting your household. So I got my special guest, my fly family. How are you guys doing?
Hey.
We're doing good.
All right.
Thanks
Not
so
bad.
much for being on. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Most definitely. Wouldn't miss it. We are honored. When you hit me up, I was like,
What?
oh.
See, now you're gonna have me blushing. Well, introduce you guys, let the supporters know who you are if they don't already know.
Well, I'm Billy.
I'm Erica.
And we are My Fly Family. And we are the family that does two-way prepping,
Together.
gardening, surviving together.
Yep.
Yes, and that's why I love your video, because I tell people it's more to 2A than just the gun part.
Right.
You have it's the survival part as well.
Yeah.
Even for the aftermath part. So I know from watching your videos, it was the missus who wanted to start the YouTube.
Yes. I wanted to start a YouTube showing that a Black family can do it together. It doesn't have to be just the husband. It doesn't have to be just the wife. To involve your children is just as important. Alex and I are home all the time alone, just Alex and I. And God forbid if I go down, I want Alex to be able to pick it up and know how to use it as well.
Yes. Yes.
Also, it just gives him more responsibility. It's better for me to teach him at home and then wait till that age where you think they're mature enough, which is people think like, oh, when he gets into middle school, high school, that's when they become bigger knuckleheads.
Yep.
So I rather teach him now where he's young and he's gonna absorb the educational part of it and still think it's cool and understand like it's not a toy. This is serious. This is what makes you a responsible young man.
Absolutely, because I'm glad you brought that up, because I am trying to convince all my friends with kids, like, start early, train them earlier. It'll kill that curiosity, one, most definitely. I tell people all the time, 11-year-old was the first person who gave me the gun and showed me how to use it. So, just doing deer hunting at the time. And I think it's very Autumn, I forgot her last name, but Autumn, she has a whole YouTube, and I think she's no bigger than 7 or 8.
Autumn's Armory.
Yeah. So, it's, and like you said, especially on and I know people hate we always bring in race, but that's so important. On the Black side, the way they train their kids up, we need to train ours up the same way. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that's so important. So important.
Yeah, definitely. How to get them familiar. Like you said, that you take that magic out of it, and then it becomes no different than that toy they begged for last year and sitting on the side now. It goes through the same steps. And aside from that, you kind of hopeful, at least us, that they take it a step further. We want him to start competing, and he's got all the tools he needs to choose, so he enjoys it. He enjoys the time with his family, and we'd have it no other way, and this is normal to him. So us, we didn't grow up that way. So for him to realize that, it's no big deal.
It's a normal day. Yeah. So Billy, what made you get into guns? What got you? Like, who put it in your hand first? What? Okay.
I'll be honest with you. Younger years up in New York, guns were, always a low key type of thing. So, not saying, I've shot before as a youth in a backyard. I don't even think we should have been, but I was with my uncle and my oldest brother. So we shot a time or two. We had BB guns and all that, but there was no craze. There was no, I had no knowledge and I had no interest. And I think the biggest part was us leaving New York.
Okay.
And we talked about it often, but we didn't realize that it was realistic, and
right.
Then
it was honestly, it was he was still living in New York, and I was living here in Georgia, and I'm gonna say we're not in the nicest part of Georgia. It's nice.
It's country, so there's a lot of tension.
Right.
Yeah.
So my uncle was like, hey, if you're gonna live in southern Georgia, because he lives in northern Georgia.
Okay.
He's like, if you live in southern Georgia, you have to carry. Like, you have that right. You need to do something about it. So we was talking back and forth, and I said, though, what's it gonna hurt? What's it gonna hurt for us to have protection in our home?
Yeah.
And then it came up as the kid, Alex is in the house, and okay, we get a safe. So it's like, let's do our research. And then all of a sudden, he surprised me on my birthday.
Yep.
That's dope.
So that hit. That was the introduction. And then after that, I kept coming up with reasons why we needed more.
Is it reasons or it's excuses?
Excuses. Because that'd be my excuse. I mean, well, because I don't have it. How about that? You know?
Yeah,
right.
I believe that. Right. I got money and I want it. Damn it.
And I don't want it. What's your guys' favorite carry?
Well, all right. So there's a good science behind this part.
Oh, shoot.
I carry the G2C. She carries the G2S. Yeah. So there's a lot of people have gripes about Taurus, and
they some haters.
Have to understand.
I love Taurus.
They operate well. They operate just fine. And the reason why a lot of people say the triggers are bad, they don't understand that carrying and a range gun are two different things. So your duty weapon is definitely something that you don't want to function at the pristine, because accidents happen.
Yeah.
Adrenaline makes you do certain things, and the longer time that you have to make those decisions, the better. So when I pull the trigger, it's gonna fire. I guarantee that.
Right.
It's not gonna be comfortable. It's not gonna be a 1 pound trigger, but it's gonna fire. And I've ran my G2C many times, and it's also one of the few guns that I have that I'm willing to bang, scratch, drop,
right,
and not,
and
drop a
take
tear.
away possibly if you did have to use it in situations. So
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So I love. I guess I got the G3C, and I love it. That's my baby.
It's cool. I had the G3C for like a month, and I traded it for a G3.
Okay. That's
which
still
is,
cool.
Generally the same thing. And I carry a compact gun, but that's the only compact gun that I have. So it's the most comfortable to carry. But the G3, I had the G3C. I was like, I got the G2C already. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
But Taurus now, oh man,
they coming up.
They got the G3CX now, and then they got the
what's the 4?
The GX.
Yeah.
The GX4. She almost bought it today. I had to talk her out of it.
Talk me out of it. I put it in there. We had to waste some time. We had like an hour or whatever time that I needed to just walk around. We went into the candy shop and I was like, I want this. So then first I was like, nah, I'll go for the health pack. And then he was like, no, look at this. And I was like, oh, this is a better feel for me. It's nice. And I'm like, all right, let's go. Every time you walk into the candy shop, you get something. Let's do it. He's like, no. And I'm like, what? I was like thrown off.
We were just killing time. That's what it was. We were just killing time. We had an appointment to get to.
But still, You come home with excuses. He'll come home with my favorite meal and my favorite milkshake, and he got something sitting in the car, and he buttering me up, and then he sneaks it in.
I mean, at least you get fed.
I'm like, hey, I really, really want this. Like, let's go.
Let's go.
I guess I gotta buy him some crab legs and do the same thing.
Look, don't forget the steak. Crab legs, steak. You gotta have a steak. Yes.
Tell me how pretty my eyes are.
Something, but you butter him up and just walk in there. Yes. What's your favorite, Erica?
Well, I guess there's a difference between. All right, so your favorite and your carry.
Yeah.
But she only carries one.
I only carry one.
Same thing.
I barely leave because I homeschool and everything else. Okay. I barely leave the house.
And all her other guns are full size also. So.
Right. But I would say my shotgun though is my favorite.
Out of your collection?
Yeah.
Everybody keeps telling me to get a shotgun, but I don't like them.
Well, they're only in my opinion, a necessity. Now, we don't bring it to the range often.
As much as I want to.
Yeah. The range that we can shoot it at the range we got a membership with, but they're more like skeet type, so they won't let you just have fun. You know, you gotta be out there for the purpose of a sport of it. But yeah, I mean, it's honestly, and it's crazy. I don't understand why a lot of people don't have them, because they're cheaper than regular.
They are cheaper. They are.
You can get. We were looking at a site yesterday. I don't want to say the name of the site, but they had one for, it was like 120. It was Rock Island, and it was like 128, 148, something like that. Follow that and keep your hush hush. but yeah, man.
I just feel like my arms don't be like long enough or something to hold it steady. I don't know what be going on with me.
I dig it. Yeah, the first time is intimidating, but you know, honestly, if you get the right setup, hers is a pistol grip, so it's just like holding an AR, you know. So similar setup.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get one. I just gotta find that right one, because all of them.
Yeah.
I just can't hold.
Once you find that right one, I'm telling you, would enjoy it.
Yeah.
You would.
And there's a lot of things that people don't realize. All right, let me get this out of the way real quick. Home defense wise, birdshot in a shotgun, it is the best, in my opinion, the best option. It won't over penetrate. So if you do hit the walls, most likely whoever's on the other side will be safe. And your neighbors will be safe, etc. And you're not gonna miss. So you don't have to be an amazing aim. It could be dim light, it could be dark. And they're gonna feel it, and they're most likely gonna retreat, especially if you fire that second round. You know, so so aside from that, fun wise, there are a lot of rounds that are what they call designer rounds that people don't know about, and they're not even legal in every state. You got something called Dragon's Breath, and this thing is like 4th of July coming out of a shotgun.
That's the one I want to get.
It lights up. Anything it lands on is going to torch on fire. It's nuts.
Oh my! Well, I'm pretty sure it's banned from Illinois, because Illinois got like the.
Y'all little California.
Man, I was like, what the hell? Like, we the most violent, you know, not the most violent, but we up there.
Y'all up there. Y'all been up there.
Yeah, we can't even have certain things. Well, I'll say this: outside of Chicago, what they call the Chicagoland area, the suburbs let you get away with certain stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, like Chicago, the city doesn't like lasers, but the suburbs, they cool with the lasers. You know, so, you know, if you live in the outskirts, you're cool. But when you get in Chicago, they try to throw the book at you, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. So, well, let's get to the survival part, which is crazy because of the times that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
I know my grandmother always said, yeah, we got all this technology, but we're going to have to, when some shit hit the fan, we're going to have to revert back to the natural way. And that's surviving. You know, without the technology, without the phones, can you survive without those? And I'm looking at these generation now, and they're not going to be able to survive at this rate, because they depend solely on all this technology, you know?
Right.
Yeah. I think an amazing thing that we have to realize is we get hooked on technology, but if we look at what was going on 100 years ago, we don't know if we can survive with that, but they were also in the newer technology of their time.
True.
You know, technology is always going to be forerunning no matter what. But when you got to get primitive and disconnect yourself, you know, you definitely got to be prepared. And it's funny, before we got into any type of survival or two-way or anything, we used to fantasize about stuff like that. Like, babe, you think you can live on this island? We about it all the time.
I don't know about him sometimes, but I could. I love the camping. I love to disconnect here and there. It's just, it's good mentally. It's good mentally just to disconnect. A challenge to yourself on how much you can do on your own and not depend on what you're used to. So I do like that challenge.
Yeah. So what, well, you know, for people who don't have survival things, what would you consider like survival things? I know some people say like the first kit, but it's way beyond the first aid kit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
because it's different levels of survival. And if you completely just all out, you need to get yourself something to hunt with, you know, whether it be a firearm or it be a simple knife.
A good knife.
We got some good knives.
And it's funny because even though we do everything as a family, we all have our strong suits. Billy is in charge of the firearms. I am in charge of making sure our food is stocked up. I make sure I have the basic medical that we will need. And believe it or not, Alex's strong point is knives. So it's just like we all have a different thing, but we all can work it on together. So I think that as a family, we will definitely survive because we do have our different strong suits to bring everything together. Yeah, like I said, I don't prep food like Zach or Carbon Q, but I make sure we have our canned goods. I make sure I store the water for just in case we lose water. I make sure we have the flashlights and Flint and everything else.
She takes the bags out and sprawls them over the bed.
Right.
Like she's playing a game of chess. Okay, you got this. It's like being fair on Easter morning to all the kids. Okay, you get this, you get this, you get this. Okay, you get this, you get this. You get.
I make sure everybody's bags and fanny packs, because I feel like you should have a fanny pack, something you can get to easy. You have your fire, you have your chapstick, Vaseline, certain things you need to survive and easy to get to rather than pulling everything out of your book bag. So I make sure everybody's fanny pack and book bag has everything that they need. Just in case you ever get split up, I can make sure, okay, I don't have just the fire. You have fire. I expect you to make your fire. I taught you how to make fire. I expect you to, figure it out until we come find you.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, wow. Because I mean, like, it's getting real. It's getting real out here. Especially with everything going up, gas prices, the food prices. It's like, we're gonna have to have our own gardens again.
Yeah.
That's great.
She got started on.
I'm yelling at him like, hey, I gotta finish doing my peppers. I gotta finish doing my tomatoes. I started.
She's on bed rest right now. I just want to let you know that.
Yes, I'm supposed to be.
She yelled about 3 hours ago. She yelling at me because I didn't want to go get the soil from out the trunk of the car.
But
I said, babe, you can't do that right now.
And put the soil in the pots and put the seeds in it.
We got a grapevine just went up about 4 days ago.
I have my cauliflower.
And that's looking good too.
I have my tomatoes starting.
Beans.
I have my lima beans. I have my cherries starting to sprout. We have the orange tree.
We trying, and we got our kayak in case we gotta go to the river.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, and I said, and that would be the reason why I would move south. If I did, it would probably be like Kentucky or Memphis. I mean Tennessee, because I got family there and I like those areas. But that's exactly what I want. I want some nice. I don't need a lot of acres, but a couple acres where I can, put my vegetables. Yeah, for the whole survival thing, because you just never know. I have noticed in the city people are getting the solar panels on top of their roofs and stuff now. I have noticed that, so people are kind of getting a little gist of it. I still don't understand the whole toilet paper thing people do when they get I still don't understand that.
I don't understand it either.
They don't grab soap or anything, and I'm just like, but you need to, you still go to the river and wash your ass, you'll be all right. Okay, because when you can't flush the toilet.
With the toilet paper, I mean, we have Alex. Alex will roll it up to his elbow, and I'm just like, what is?
You know what the problem is? We haven't paid for toilet paper in probably a good 4 years or so. I work in sanitation, so I get it for free. So.
Because tissue is expensive now too, so that's dope.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta cut corners. Cut corners.
So what else you guys trying to do with the channel? What else do we expect from you guys?
Well, more energy.
Yes.
More energy. More excitement, and we're in a kind of niche position, and we're looking. I'm involved in a lot, so we're looking to build on that, and open up as many doors as we can. There's not a lot of families in 2A. There's not a lot of husband, wife, children into it. So we're looking to blow that off the hinges.
Yeah.
But that first 1,000 to get you in the door is a rough one.
It's rough. Yes.
Once that and the algorithm catches on, we're trying to blow. But I mean, I'm shooting a few people in our small circle. We all made kind of not a promise, but more like we coaching each other, and we say, hey, once New Year's hits, we got to be on it.
You got to be on it. Yep.
So we they're pushing in a good direction. The team per se is.
That's why I can't be on bed rest, because we got too much going on.
No, get your rest. Get your rest.
This is why I can't be on bed rest. Nobody got time for this.
You gotta get your rest.
While she's on bed rest, I'll be dropping videos of just like gun review type stuff, more stuff that we can do at home, and staying involved in the lives and all that.
Right.
I don't know if you notice, in every live somehow she chases me out of the house, and just keeping active, keeping our name out there, not because we want to be famous, but we want to continue to support what other people are doing.
Right. Yes, for sure.
For our mental health, it's actually family. It's actually something we look forward to. So that's dope. But we're just trying to bring more energy. Consistency. I'd love to stay on top of that, and I think once we hit that buzz time, once we hit that buzz, it'll be so much more comfortable, because sometimes sitting in front of the camera, it is weird by yourself. She discussed it with me today and was like, I don't know if I can,
You can. Yeah,
I'm telling her, everybody can do it. It's just you and the camera. Ain't nobody here to judge you.
And it's funny because I was telling him, I was like, I talk to myself all day. I have no problems. But as soon as that green light goes on, it's just like I freeze. I'd be like, oh man, I had it down pat. I know what I was gonna do. I was excited. I amped myself up, and then So I told him I'm gonna get out of it. I'm building myself back up. I'm slowly got to go through this process, but I do want to stay in the loop. I don't want to, I don't want to take over my idea. That's what it is.
True. No, true that. And then once you start, you're going to keep rolling. You're going to keep rolling. And plus, like the women right now, we on the rise. So, like it's going, Yoki got to 300K so fast. in a blink of an eye.
I'm so proud of her.
So proud of her. Like, wow. You know, like I told her the other day, I'm like, you just don't know what you did for, you know, Black girls and brown girls, you know, Caribbean. You just don't know what you did right there. Yeah. Because they was down there. Just to see women with guns, they always want to talk. They look talk like, oh, y'all got something to say. But they, her, Tactical Tangi, She Fires. I don't know if y'all saw She Fires, but that's a little woman, but she handling it. You know, so it's like you're not gonna run up on me. I don't care how short, how tall, how small, how big. You're not gonna run up on me. So and then it's they girly girls, you know, with the nails and all that stuff. So
yep, always presentable. Yeah.
That's so awesome to
bring something. I was talking to my daughter today. You know, we have 5 children, and I know we look young and stuff.
Y'all do.
Our oldest one is 25, so we got grandkids now. But I was talking to our 23-year-old.
23-year-old? Oh my God.
Yeah. She's the middle child. So we were talking to her. I was talking to her earlier, letting her know, you know, I've trained her in firearms also. And I said, sweetie, I think you can really impact this, you know, this game, you know, and make it far. She thought about it. She'll get back to me. Yeah.
Now, will you guys be attending the meetup this year in Nashville?
Oh yes.
I was. How can I say this? I got my hands all up in it.
Okay. But I definitely will be down there. I missed out on the tickets that they sold so freaking fast. I'm like, oh my God! But I said I'm still coming.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna come, meet up with people. You know. Right. I ain't got to do the range, you know, per se. So as long as I get to meet everybody and stuff like that.
Friday night is going to be the relaxed meet night. That's going to be the fun. The range is going to be the range, but you know that's a content thing. And then you know we got this, you know, little BS talk that we're talking the guys versus the gals. Yeah. But you know, aside from that, getting back to the hotel and BSing until the actual ceremony, it's going to be fun also. So you're not gonna miss out, you know.
I'm bringing the cards and I'm bringing the dominoes because Kick Up Dust is talking all that shit on live.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he's trying to play. He always talking shit, so we gonna see. I'm gonna be fresh deck, fresh dominoes, everything. I'm like, okay, I'm down, you know, because
and you know, I know Kick Up Dust. With that Puerto Rican thing, they like dominoes.
You know, I love some dominoes.
She's Puerto Rican like crazy stuff.
Hey.
I always like, I'm gonna buy some dominoes. You gonna play with me? He's like, I don't play that. I play spades.
I play spades. I'm black.
Shoot, it's whatever. I play all of it. I'm bringing the dice because somebody said something about dice. Yeah, I'm bringing it all. Yeah, I'm bringing it all. I'm like, okay, I got some shit talk. I love shit talkers. So.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Oh shoot! Well, once again, guys, I really, really appreciate this so much. This has been fun. I'm so happy for you guys. The channel gonna grow and grow because I love the family aspect of it. You know, we need more like it to encourage other families to get everybody involved. Even grandma, get her involved too.
Yeah. Grandma was the first person I knew that had a weapon in my family.
That's right.
She still got it.
Still
holding that heat. Illegally too.
Okay. I ain't mad at her. Let everybody know how they can reach you guys on social media.
Well, on YouTube, it's My Fly Family, no spaces. And on IG, it's MyFlyFamily_TV. And that's where we're at. Before you go, I wanted to show you something because I be hearing you talk. And this ain't a lie, so we good, right? I know that you be wanting this baby, right?
I want it, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. That's gonna be my birthday gift to myself. Is it?
Or maybe you want this one. Or maybe you want this one. Or maybe you want this one. Or even possibly you might want this one.
Oh my God, I'm jealous. I gotta get my collection up. Everybody want me to do a collection. I'm like, I'm not even nowhere near there. Other people.
Take your time.
But I'm getting that though. My birthday. I already said it. It's in May.
It's dope. I brag about this a lot. I have a lot of firearms, but whenever I want to feel comfortable and satisfied with my range day, I take out my 9mm Taurus 1911 and I shut it down.
I'm gonna get one, and I seen the little.
You can do it.
My 1911 make me feel sexy. When I wanna, when I wanna feel ladylike, I take out my 1911.
Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, I'm going to get her. I swear I am. I want to get her. I don't even want to fire her, so I might have to get two. So I can have one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they are so pretty.
Yeah, man.
So
I can't wait. But the places I go to around here, they don't have it. So I've tried before.
You'd be mad.
So, and they look at me like I'm crazy. They say a Taurus, 1911. You don't want? I'm like, no, I want the Taurus.
There was about four of them in the shop that we seen earlier.
Today.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, should we get another one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy 2 or 3 today.
Yeah.
I'm a 1911, and anytime I see one, I'm like, babe, I think I can fit this in the budget. If you know how much I paid for that one, you'd be mad at me. I think it came out to $419. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
and that's what the
tax was like 5 something, almost 6.
Yeah. Yep. I see them sometimes now, even Taurus for upper 7s. You know, if you go stainless and all that.
Yeah, the one that was there, that real nice one.
Mm.
It was 7, like
749 or something.
Yeah, 749.
Either way, it's all over the place down here. So
yeah, I'm about to go to another
you
state.
might have to go ahead and take this drive.
I'm just telling you, come visit.
Yeah.
Come visit.
Illinois, well, Chicago, we playing us. They be playing us. So I'm gonna have to. But you know what? I'm not too far from Indiana. I don't know why I haven't checked there.
Yeah, and you can buy guns over state lines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the bad thing with us. We can't. I mean, we can, but the closest state to us, we're like 35 minutes to Florida, but we can't buy in Florida.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got to get up out of here. Once again, people, make sure you go subscribe to their channel. Check them out. I promise you, you will love the content. Make sure y'all thumbs this video up, share it, comment down below. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I appreciate everybody who is. And on another note, we will see you in the next video. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.